What up squad, it's your boy K-Flow, and this is part 3 and the final video of how to install a winch and a badass ARB bumper on your Toyota Tacoma. Let's get this thing started. This video was brought to you by K-Flow's Crib, your #1 resource for Tacoma DIY projects. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell too so you're up to date with my latest video releases. All the tools and materials used in this video will be on my Amazon affiliate storefront. You can find that at amazon.kflow-crib.com. For those of you who are new to my channel, the purpose of my channel is to teach you skills so that you can fix and upgrade your Tacoma all by yourself. And to give a quick recap of what we've done in part 1 and part 2, we've removed the old bumper, installed the main bracket that holds the ARB bumper. We've also mounted the winch onto the ARB bumper itself, and we've also done some preliminary wiring. Now in this video, I do run into several more issues, so just like part 2 of this video, please take notes of the issues I ran into so that when you do this install yourself, you don't have to run into the same problems. Now let's get to the truck. Now we can transfer all of the weight back onto the transmission jack and off of the jack stands. Here I roll up the garage door. Then I drive the truck partially into the garage. We position the 2 jack stands to the side. The idea is that I stand up the bumper and support it with the 2 jack stand and the transmission jack, and that worked out really well. Then we take our M6 bolt and nuts and mount the license plate bracket onto the front as you see here. We can now take off the painter's tape. Slowly jack up the bumper, going a little bit at a time to get that bumper hooked onto the main bracket. Now we can mount the 3 M10x30 bolts, lock wash and washer on each side. It should be pretty much smooth sailing from here, or so I thought. Okay guys, it looks like I ran into another issue. Even though I rotated this handle here to what it says in the instructions, this handle portion, this control handle, is actually interfering with one of the brackets, and I'll show you that now. So that's the control lever right there. And you can see from this shot that this bracket is actually hitting that lever. So now I gotta pull this whole damn thing out again and rotate that winch by another 30 degrees. Damn, what a pain in the dick, guys. All that work, and those damn engineers really dicked me pretty hard on this one. So now I had to remove the bumper again, undo the fair lead, undo the winch, undo all the electrical, and then redo that whole thing after fixing the angle.
One long angry line later.
Now that we're back at this step, we mount the 3 M10x30 bolts through the main bracket and onto the bumper as you see here. We keep these bolts finger tight for now. That gap needs to be 15 to 20 millimeters on both sides. So we take a set of calipers and adjust the height of the bumper on both sides using a jack, spacers, and jack stands until we do reach that desired gap height. Once that is done, we can tighten down those 3 M10 bolts on each side of the bumper. As you can see in the shot, there are those 2 existing holes on the main bracket. You're actually supposed to drill those holes out so that we can install a through bolt for proper tight fitment of the bumper. We drill those holes out using an M10 drill. Now we can mount the M10 nut, bolt, lock wash, and washer onto those final new holes. We also apply some anti-corrosion compound onto those hardware. Now we can mount the front grille using the 2 plastic retaining clips and the 2 10mm screws. We can then mount the fog light housing cover and use the provided hardware to mount them in place. We can mount the winch hook onto the cable using the provided cotter pin and main pin. Now we can take the splash pan and fit the M6 nuts onto the 4 square holes like what you see here. Now we can mount the M6x20 bolts, lock wash, and washer onto the front of the splash pan and finger tighten those into place for now. Then we can take the splash pan and line up those holes with the slots on the main bracket and install the same M6x20 bolts, lock wash, and washer. Now we can take a 10mm socket or ratcheting wrench and tighten down those bolts. Initially, I wanted to rest the winch hook into the main tie down on the driver's side, but it was too high and it would have vibrated and worn away the splash pan. So here, I did reinstall the passenger side tie down point so that I can keep the winch hook on there instead. Now at this point, guys, we can tighten up all the nuts and bolts according to what ARB calls out in their specs, which I'll be showing you here right now. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. Now let's get back to the truck. Okay guys, I'm going to talk about the wiring now. So you can see this negative, I tucked it underneath here. This one's underneath the bracket. While the positive, I tucked it underneath this bracket. So the negative is tucked under the bumper, zip tied. The positive is tucked under this bracket. You can see from this angle that the positive continues to follow underneath this bracket, zip tied here and here, while the negative is still underneath here on the bumper. Then they meet on this end of the bracket. This is the negative, this is the positive. They continue, they're zip tied on this bracket, and they continue behind the headlight here, so that finally it can go towards the battery. From here, the positive wraps around here, goes behind the battery, and then onto the positive terminal of the battery, while the negative goes here, goes up, and is terminated on the negative of the battery.
1 winner later.
Here's what the final product looks like now, guys. And man, what a big job that was. But it's also a big reward with how sexy this bumper looks on the truck. Now this was a big job to tackle all by myself, but the reward is stunning. That winch bumper setup looks so badass. I hope this inspires you to tackle this project by yourself or with a friend, because this was a pretty fun project to do, and after I did hit all those snags, it was well worth it. If you like the content creation of this channel and any of my videos really tremendously helped you out, please make sure to subscribe and like any of those videos. And if you want to further help, consider donating to my beer fund. If you wanted to donate beer to my channel, go to the top header of my channel page and click on donate beer. Or going onto my Patreon page and becoming a patron, So you can check that out at patreon.kflow-script.com. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. And until next time, peace out.